Hello, hello, hi, Gigpreneur. What's going on? Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I will help you and both of us, will do it together to make some money online using social media. Why not? Welcome. If you are joining me live, man, you are a trooper. Welcome. I do not like going live this late, but hey, we are here. Wendy, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you, Alicia. DT. If you're joining me live, would love to know where you are coming in from. I'm from Southern California. And I'm telling you, it's getting chilly. It's getting chilly out here. I'm telling you. So it's getting a little chilly. If you're from out here, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And for you guys on the East Coast, I lived in Michigan for 52 months. So I know exactly cold, right? Boy, do I know cold. But welcome. Good to see you guys. If you are new to my live, it's hot in here, Philly, 80 plus. What? I doubt it, but I love it. Is it really? I'm moving. I am going to be moving, Alicia. What is happening? 80 plus. That is so good. I love that. It's a little chilly out here. So let's get going with tonight. I got a great story for you tonight. Like I said, I didn't really want to go live this late, but you know what? The good Lord redirected. And we are here, and this message will serve somebody. Right? Somebody needs to hear this, and that's why we're here. So, a daughter comes up to his A daughter comes up to her dad and starts to just kind of go off on just all the problems that she has on her plate, all the stuff that she has to deal with, and all the hardships, all the struggles, and am I Jewish? I think you mean Jewish. Definitely got the nose for it to qualify, but I'm a Christian. I'm a born again Christian. Definitely the nose does qualify for. My Jewish friends will hate that joke, but yeah. So this young gal goes to her dad and just is complaining about life and how hard life is and how hard she has to deal with things. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I'll be sure to follow back for sure after this live. And so the dad says, all right, you know what? There's 3 ways you can deal with this. Let's go in the kitchen and let's see what we can do as we're talking. She goes, okay. So they go in the kitchen, and the dad gets 3 pots and puts it on the stove and brings some water, pours it in the pot, and brings the water in all 3 pots to boil. Meanwhile, the daughter is sitting there staring at him, thinking, what in the world is dad up to? Trump 2024, I'd have to go with you, absolutely. Although this is not a political channel, I do not talk politics, but people do know where I stand. So she's thinking, what the heck is dad up to, right? 3 pots of water. So, and then he opens the fridge, he gets a potato, he gets a raw egg, and he also gets some coffee beans. Epic Joe gets some coffee beans and says to the daughter, "You see, this is a potato, this is an egg, and this is some coffee beans. I'm going to put these in the water." And the daughter says, "I don't know what you're up to, Dad, but I really need some help with my problems." Hold on, I got you," he says. Puts the potato in pot one, egg in boiling water pot two, and drops the coffee beans in boiling water pot three. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. If you're joining me live, let me know where you're coming in from. Would be nice to know. I am from Southern California. So after a while, right, stops the boil and pulls out the potato, pulls out the egg, and pours out the coffee into a cup. Oklahoma, yes. So the Texas, nice. I thought I was up late. You guys are troopers. The channel, I am into personal development. I'm into coaching. I'm a born again Christian. I teach entrepreneurship, online marketing. If you are open to taking a look at, creating a side gig for yourself using the social media platforms, or you want to get onto this gig economy, that's what I do. That's who I am. I've had 38 jobs in 10 different industries. I was in the mortgage industry for 19 years, 24 years in the corporate world, and here we are. Never thought in a million years I'd be here. Where did I find Christ? Where did you find Christ? I think he found me. I was kind of lost for a mighty long time. I was running away from him for a while. But amazing, Amelia. I love that. Follow me, send me a chat, and let's talk. I'll tell you my whole story. I'm an open book. I don't. Once you get to know me, you'll see. So I appreciate the gift. I appreciate the loves and the follows. Man, that's so cool. I appreciate you guys. So the dad gets the potato out, gets the egg out, pours out the coffee into pours the coffee into the cup, and the daughter says, "I don't know what you're doing, Dad, but I really need some help with this." Goes, "Well, let me ask you a question. We had 3 pots with boiling water in it. Would you say that's a tough environment?" Yeah, that would probably be considered a tough environment. So, and we have 3 completely different items here. I'm not ignoring the question, but I'm telling you a story. So if you want to talk more about it, you can send me a message. We'll talk for 26 hours. I'm telling you a story. So the question does not relate to my story. And I don't ignore questions. If I were to ignore questions, I would ignore the person and I would block you. So there's your answer. Please. Body, mind, soul. The story. So the daughter says, "I don't know what you're up to, Dad, but I really need some problems. I have some problems and I need some guidance." Dad says, "Well, we have 3 pots of boiling water. Would you say that's a tough environment?" Yes, that's a tough environment. We have 3 completely different items here: a potato, raw egg, and some coffee beans. And I put them in the same tough environment away from each other. Now, the reaction of each one to the environment is pretty surprising, right? The potato that was so hard in the beginning before going into the pot is now soft. The egg that had a shell around it and protected it went to the same environment and became hard. But it's only the coffee beans that went into that environment, it was not the hot water or the environment that affected it, but it was the coffee beans that actually changed the environment. The coffee beans made the water into coffee. The same water that makes, yes, the egg soft turns the potato hard. It's actually the other way around. It makes the potato soft. It makes the egg hard. And I don't know, the acidity. Oh, I thought you said the acid. So a lot of us are in that same boat, aren't we? We run through boiling waters, tough situations. We deal with life's circumstances, speed bumps, brick walls. Some of us get soft and get mushy and just let go, change, right? The heat. What heat? Right? Curveballs. Yes, curveballs. Absolutely. I call it the baseball bat of life, right? Once in a while, you're going to get it. You're going to get hit. I'm no shy to it. I'm definitely, I have a resume of challenges. I'm a cancer survivor. I've had 7 surgeries. I have over 220 stitches in my body. Um, I've been bankrupt. I've been foreclosed. I've been, all kinds of stuff. So now we're here. And here's one thing I will share with you is this. In my last couple of years of really tough times, I came to a realization. I had a breakthrough. Thank you. I had a breakthrough, if you would, that you get mad at God, right? I mean, if you're into God, it's okay to be upset with Him, right? Because it's a relationship. See, the thing is this: I appreciate you. I'm good to go. I'm blessed. I feel like the good Lord has got me around for a reason. Uh, pain is where the light enters. Yeah, that yeah, Rumi said that. Yeah, that is good. Regina, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So, Lamentations. Yes, thank you. I I'm I'm learning scripture still, but Lamentations. Yes. So, we go through all this stuff. We get mad at God, and I was mad at God, and one thing I realized is that, like I said, I've been in mortgage industry 19 years, 24 years in corporate. I've ran call centers. I've had all kinds of stuff. 38 jobs in 10 different industries, and now here we are. We're doing Facebook Lives, and we're moving products and stuff online, and we're helping people do the same thing, right? So one thing that I found out is this: you don't get restricted, you get redirected. These start to happen. Those who desire the least, I really like that, and I believe that. Sending light. I appreciate you, Regina. I was thinking about you today. You don't get restricted, you get redirected. That door that got slammed shut in your face, it's simple. It's because you were being adamant and persistent to wanting to go through that door, and the good Lord says you really shouldn't go through that door. It slams it shut. But see, the problem with us is that we stand in front of that door, just keeping knocking and kicking it and wanting it to open. All we got to do is redirect, accept that redirection, and move to the other door that's open. I could have got my 39th job, right? After my 38th job laid me off, pretty bad, pretty bad, without any grounds, because I was one of the top producers. I had no complaints. I was the perfect corporate guy, right? When they laid me off, I could have easily got another 39th job. But after a while, you gotta really think to yourself, am I supposed to get another job? Am I supposed to just repeat doing this? Or am I being redirected? Am I being redirected to where I can help other people in my situation or in my past situations? You always get to, and the good book talks about this. I forget where it, who was it that did Lamentations on me? You're pretty good with the Bible. I know the Bible refers to this in some shape or form. I got this from my mentor Ray Higdon first, and he says, Act 432. He says, "You help the person you used to be. If you don't know who you're supposed to help, well, who did you used to be? Were you a single dad, single mom? Were you abused as a child? Are you an orphan? Have you been adopted? Have you you survived so many things?" I just shared with you I'm a cancer survivor. I've had 7 surgeries, not related to cancer, 6 other surgeries, over 220 stitches in my body. I don't have one kidney. I had a kidney cancer, so they took the kidney out, right? So when I tell that to people who have had no illnesses or no surgeries, the first thing they tell me is that, "Oh, I'm so sorry." That's the first thing they tell me. It's like, why are you sorry? I'm like sitting right in front of you talking to you. You rather me be dead? Why are you sorry? You're sorry I made it? And then you tell that to somebody who's going through cancer and you say, I'm a cancer survivor. You know what they say? Are you really? I tried to be forgiving as Christ and I failed. 26 years of forgiving a person in marriage. You know what? Forgiveness is the biggest thing with God, with the Lord. And we definitely got to talk. Amazing Amelia. Yeah, we gotta definitely talk. But forgiveness is a big thing, and I want one of my prayers. I have a couple people that I have a really hard time forgiving. I know I do, and one of my main prayers in the morning and at night, every time I pray, is that Father, help me forgive those that I have a hard time forgiving. Just help me with that because I can't do it. You know what I mean? I cannot do it. I can't do it on my own. So, and I know one of the biggest things, one of the biggest strongholds. I don't know if you know that word, but wow, we definitely got to talk. One of the strongholds. I don't know if you know familiar with that is to get rid of one of the biggest strongholds is to forgive. That you know. I've done a couple lives on this before on forgiveness, but I'll end it with this because it kind of goes with this. But it's easy to forgive the ones that are easy to forgive. Right, that's no big deal. Somebody makes a mistake, comes up to you, says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you. This." You're like, "Oh yeah, forgiven. No problem. It's easy." It's the guy and the gal that did you wrong. It's the dad and the mom that abused you. It's the people in the family that just ridiculed you, put you down, constantly beat the crap out of you, mentally, physically, spiritually. It's the people that abused you, didn't starve you to death. I mean, those are the people that are hard to forgive, but those are the ones that we gotta forgive. The easy ones are easy. It's no big deal, right? So the challenge, I feel like the his so the lesson repeats itself until it's learned, right? So the it's amazing, like the person we're supposed to forgive and we don't, we run into somebody like that again, right? It's like, oh, I'm just right. So sometimes uh, letting go is forgiving. Now, a lot of people mistake forgiving with forgetting. I never said forget. Don't forget, because if you forget, then you are naive. That makes you a doormat. You don't want to be a doormat. Oh, I remember the people who did me wrong. I'm not going to put myself in that environment or with those people again. You know, um, parent pain, grandparents pain. Um, these are like hurt. These are some real stuff that, this crowd of us, we deal with, and it's for real. Like, it has done damage. It's torn us up. It's like we got to put ourselves back together. You know, and I honestly, I can't do it by myself. Like, I have tried, but I suck. you know, like, I suck. So I had to ask for help. The good Lord had to come in and help me out. Um, but the easy ones are easy to forgive. The not so hard times are easy to overcome. If the boiling water was just lukewarm, it wouldn't do much to the potato. It wouldn't do much to the egg, and it certainly wouldn't do much to the coffee beans. It had to be boiling water. It had to be that you tried 70 times and you failed 70 times to forgive that person. You gave them a couple chances, right? So um, we tend to want people to apologize to us more than we like to forgive. And that's a fact, because we don't want to put ourselves out there. And hey, listen, I'm not saying I'm a saint. I just told you I have a couple people I have a really hard time forgiving on a daily basis. I pray twice a day on these two people. So I'm a work in progress. You know, um, if you weren't so constantly challenged, you wouldn't be so strong. I believe that. I call that life mileage. When you go through life, right, and you go through stuff, curveballs, speed bumps, brick walls, redirects, right? When you go through that, you get a layer on top of your skin, another layer on top of your skin, another layer on top of you. Isn't that what they say? I got thick skin. Nobody's born with thick skin. Baby skin is like baby little soft skin. Nobody's born with little soft skin, right? Everybody's born with little soft skin. So you get thick skin because you go through life mileage. Mileage. Life puts mileage on you. That divorce, that nasty breakup, that cancer you went through, that separation, that layoff, the move, right? So that all that stuff kind of plays a role in this, right? And you just, at the end of the day, you want to choose to say, okay, well, do I want to be a potato? Do I want to become mashed potato? Do I want to become hard, just the dark heart, like I have protection. I go in soft with the egg and I just get hard boiled. Just a dark heart, hard, not open to any ideas? Or do I want to change the environment I get into, no matter the environment, like the coffee bean? And the good news is, may like it or not, the good news is we get so many chances to practice. It's not like we go through a rough time like every 100 years. I'm pretty sure you got a few things on your plate right this second that you wish they weren't there, right? So we get practice all the time to deal with crap, right? And the more you practice with it, work in progress. That's what I keep saying to myself. I'm a work in progress. I'm getting better every day. I'm just better than yesterday. I dealt with the situation a little better than I would have yesterday. Right? Thank you for all the loves. I really appreciate you guys. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate you. I've been doing lives since January 1st, 2019. I started for 1 year as a challenge for myself because I stutter. I said to myself, I'm going to get on camera for 1 year. I'm going to challenge myself. And at the end of that year, I wanted to stop. My audience grew. Obviously, I'm live on all channels. You can find me everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Threads, and LinkedIn, WhatsApp. I'm everywhere. So my audience grew, and they said, "Oh, these are great. You should just continue doing lives." So here we are, 5.5 years down the road. I'm still doing lives. I've done over 2,100 lives every single night. Haven't missed one. So if you're new to my channel, to my lives, thank you. I appreciate you. I promise you, I will not disappoint. I do skits as well, so it's not just all lives. And I do work with a company. I'll just share with you because I'm going to end it. I work with a company that we do all clean products, no GMO, no gluten, the cleanest of the cleanest, like no chemicals, no toxins, and things like that. And I got into the online space because I was redirected. I was redirected. Oh, you never did live? Oh, I'll show you how to do it. No problem. You should see some of my first lives. I was sweating like, you know. I've had a really rough this past 3-4 months of my personal life. Has been really heavy, really heavy, and my stuttering has got really worse. Like last night, I did my live. I had to pause, catch myself, and start speaking again. So I have my days. Right, I have my days. So you get in front of your phone. I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it. No problem. Is it Babuli? Oh my God, did I ruin that name? I hope not. So, or is it? But yeah, for sure. Just connect with me, follow me, and send me a message, and I'll help you up tomorrow. I'm actually going to be in a seminar tomorrow. It ends tomorrow, so if I don't get back to you tomorrow, it'll for sure be Sunday. I'll get back to everybody on Sunday. But just because tomorrow I'll be all day in that seminar. So yeah, so I work with a company. We do clean products, and we have everything. Like we have all kinds of stuff. But I personally promote the heck out of our liquid collagen because I just love that thing. It's done so many amazing things in my life. Liquid collagen, and there's a couple of things like I will never go without, and I promote those things. But you can promote whatever you want. Like we have everything. So if you've ever thought about like getting into this whole gig economy, do something online, move some products, be part of something. I'm gonna just I said 10 minutes ago I'm going to leave, but I'm going to leave with this. When you sell products for TikTok, when you sell products for Amazon, when you sell products for another affiliate program, you're not part of anything. What are you part of? Oh, wait. When you sell an $8 pair of shoes on TikTok, what are you part of? Are you part of a culture? Are you part of a team? Are you getting any coaching? Nothing. Nothing. You're making TikTok rich, though. A lot of money, right? So I don't do that. I understand that space, and I just won't contribute. Although I can, but I just move my own stuff, right? So because I want to be part of something, and if you want to be part of something, that's something, it's got to make a difference in somebody else's life, So that's what I do. Now, if you are open to taking a look, you've always wanted to get into, well, not always, ever since COVID, maybe you wanted to get into like the online space, this whole gig economy, I'll call it. That's why I call everybody a gigpreneur. I actually have a t-shirt brand all around that. You can go to curiositysshirts.com. And those are my shirts, but a little plug for my shirts. But the whole thing is this whole gig economy is for real. Like everybody's doing something on the side. I got people that have 2 jobs and 3 husbands and 18 kids and are doing this on the side. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody wants to get a little something off this. But it's nice if you're going to get into this space, get into it and be part of something. Just, like the whole job thing, I can speak of it again, 38 jobs, 10 different industries. You're never part of anything, even if you're working for a corporate for 20 years. I just had a friend yesterday told me he got laid off after 11 years with the company. He was laid off. No explanation. You're not part of anything. So if you're open to taking a look, if you're like, this guy is weird, but he's kind of cool, let's see what he's up to, send me a message, text me. My phone number is all over profiles. My real number, not my voice, like Google voice number. It's like my real cell phone number. For 1,800 years I've had this number. So I'm very easily reached. So reach out, we'll chat, and we'll take it from there. And if there's anything I can pray for you, let me know. And hopefully starting to work helping my elderly father. Okay. I have there's a lady on our team. Her son, I think is 32, had an accident, and poor guy, neck down, paralyzed. And so she takes care of him. At the same time, her mom has got terminal cancer, taking care of her. And at the same time, she's running a business, a gas station, the only gas station in her entire island. There's only one gas station, one traffic light, entire island. And she does what I do on the side to make some, and she's doing excellent, actually. She's doing pretty freaking amazing. And, to make some extra money. She's part of something big. I've talked about this many times. I promise I'll end it with this. You know how they say a man's trash is somebody else's treasure? Okay. Well, one person's excuses are the other person's reasons. Somebody over here says, you know what? I work 2 jobs. I have 18 husbands and 300 kids. I don't have time. Somebody here says, I have 18 husbands, 300 kids, and 20 jobs. That's the reason why I do it. I'm not here to judge. You just got to pick, whichever side you like, you know. So hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you guys. Man, this was such a good night. The good Lord is amazing. I thought, I'm like, this was so late. I've done some really late lives. Again, 2100. I think it's about 2200 lives now. I've never missed one night, but I've done some lives that are later and that. But I'm not a big fan of doing late lives. But the crowd was amazing, so I really appreciate. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Listen, I was not humble before. Let me tell you, the good Lord had to humble me for sure. So, excuse me, another. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that. There's a lot of stuff I dropped that people say they haven't heard before. I have I guess, unique way to approach things. It's exactly true. I mean, I have people that tell me I have somebody that tells me I'm a single mom, I have two kids, and I have one job, and I have no time to do this. Okay. And I literally have somebody that is a single mom, has two kids, one job, and does this. It's like, I mean, there's somebody else on our team. She has 9 kids. I'm not even kidding. 9 kids. No job, husband. I mean, the lady I just told you, her son just went neck down, paralyzed. Mom, terminal cancer, and she runs the only gas station in town. Like there's no other gas station, and she does this. Somebody else would say, "Oh my God, I have no time. My son is paraplegic, and my mom has got terminal cancer, and I'm busy with the gas station." Right? I mean, that's what somebody would say. And this person says exactly the same blocks, the same little things this person used. They built a different house. They built a different house. Same exact material. Right? So you get to the good thing is you get to pick the side, right? You get to pick which side because it's your stuff, right? You can say, "Oh, I like this side." I'll work a little harder. I'll get up earlier. I'll eat a shorter lunch. I'll go an hour later in bed because, right? So it's exactly how you see things, and it really comes down to you pursuing your purpose, right? You can pursue a paycheck, right? You can pursue a paycheck all day, 38 jobs, 10 industries, or after a while you can say, yeah, I got to pursue my purpose. There's got to be a reason why. I mean, the good man kept me around. It's definitely not for me to apply for my 39th job. I don't think so, right? So it just you pursue purpose, and once you pursue purpose, it just then you have that reason to chase, right? It's like then it becomes like this little flavor that you crave, right? It's like, yeah, that's why, right? Like for example, when I get a text message from somebody that says no health claims, that says, your collagen did this for me. I'm so grateful. Yeah, that's cool. That feels great. Somebody says, the other day, my friend texted me, he goes, "Hey man, I've lost 51 pounds on this thing. I just want to say thank you." I mean, that feels good. I don't know about you, but that kind of feels good. It's like, yeah, dude, these products like work. We make it a difference. Like we're part of something, right? So, yeah, it's like sometimes you go, like I said, Okay, one more. That's it. One more. I'm a big fan of stories. I'm all about stories. And if you got crap stories, if you got all these stories and you're sitting on them, not sharing them, you're doing yourself, everyone around you, and your purpose and God a disservice. I didn't go through all this stuff to go sit behind a computer and crunch numbers and die, go home. That's not the plan. You cannot, you can't sign into that plan. You can't believe that plan. Precious movie. I haven't seen Precious. Precious? Have we seen Precious? Oh my goodness! Now I got to see what movie that is. Embarrassing moment. I think I've seen it. Is it about this one girl? Is Precious a girl? Is the name of a girl, right? Oh man, now I'm embarrassed. But that's the whole thing, right? I mean, if you're sitting on your stories, like for example, if you, yeah, okay, then I have seen it. It's a great movie. Yeah, if it's the one that I'm thinking about, it's a wonderful movie. If you're sitting on your stories, if you've been abused, if you've been all this stuff, and you've survived, what are you doing? Like that's a moneymaker. Real talk. You buy from people who tell you stories. Commercials are stories. You do realize that, right? Everything's story. You buy into people's stories. You go watch the movie because it's the story. It's the story that gets you to move, to pay. It's always been like that. You watch the movies when the guy says, yeah, I used to be broke, now I'm rich, the end. Would you tune into that movie? No. You want to know what happened. I want to know all the crap that happened in between. How did you get out? That's purpose, right? And you find a way to help the many, right? With that, I am definitely going to, holy moly, we've been talking for 42 minutes. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration. I want to say Babiul, but I know I'm ruining it. I know I'm ruining it. But we're definitely gonna talk. We're definitely gonna talk. An amazing. What was my girl? Amazing. Amelia. We got to talk as well. So I definitely will connect with you guys. I'll text you my phone. I mean, I'll send you my cell phone. You can text me if you want, and then we'll chat tomorrow for sure. Yeah, I mean, I love working with people that have gone through crap, because I just wouldn't relate with anybody who's had a perfect life. Like I wouldn't know what to say to them. Like I would just be sitting there. I'd be like, "Wow, that's amazing." Yeah, I never had that life. I wouldn't even know what to tell like a person who never had issues. Like, I wouldn't have a lot to talk about. So I love to. I mean, what would you tell that person? It's like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Everything was like on a silver platter. Okay, well, that's great. Well, it wasn't for me, right? So, yeah, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Again, for my new followers, I'll follow you right back after this as long as your profile is not political. Just saying. And so I appreciate you guys. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple people. With TikTok, I know the video goes away, but I actually upload it back to TikTok, so you'll have access to it. Check out my profile, get some kick out of it. I do some skits. You'd be surprised. I'm surprised sometimes with my own skits, but I do them for fun. I mean, I'm definitely out of the corporate world, so I'm just coming out, right? And just having fun, and just got to be yourself. If you didn't, well, you probably haven't seen my. I think it was 2-3 nights ago. I did the 3 T's you want to have in the marketplace. And one of the first things you want to have in the marketplace, the first T, is you got to be transparent. You got to be transparent. You got to be real with the people. You ain't real, you ain't gonna last that long. So I'm just straight up. So with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com. Remember, if you're open to taking a look at what I do, how we do, maybe we can work together and make some money, change some lives, do some good stuff. Send me a message. Get in touch with me. You know how to do it. You know how to get in touch with someone. Get in touch with me, and we'll chat, and we'll take it from there. And with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.